It was a very extensive search. We were very much involved, and we're delighted today to introduce Coach Mendoza and his wife Megan, who's here as well. I'll share just a couple of points about where we are today. Coach Mendoza comes to us from High Point University, where he served the last 2 years, and he appeared in postseason play. In his first year at High Point, he won the tournament championship and went to the postseason. This past year, he lost in the tournament championship, went undefeated in the regular season, and got an at-large berth, which was the first time in the history of the Big South Conference that there was an at-large berth. Prior to that, he was at Creighton University, where he was associate head coach in charge of recruiting, a top 10 program that appeared in postseason play quite often. Matter of fact, I think Coach Mendoza has been part of the NCAA postseason appearance 7 out of the last 8 years. So certainly something that's very important to us. As we went through the process of securing a new coach, so many qualities came forward about Tom and what he's done in volleyball. His ability to teach. I've been to a lot of volleyball games the last few years, and I'm still trying to learn the strategy that's involved. And I heard a lot from him about what happens during a volleyball match. I used to think, well, I just thought you just tried to hammer it and score a point and return it, but there's a lot more to it than that. So his ability to teach and coach was impressive. The communication skills that he have with the student athletes, and also strength in recruiting. So there were a lot of things that were very important to us as we went out to hire a new volleyball coach. So we're honored to have Megan and Tom in our family now. So I introduce to you our new volleyball coach, Tom Mendoza. And I'm going to step off the podium and sit with you guys. So Tom, good luck to you.
Don't let Coach Tanner fool you. His volleyball knowledge is better than he lets on. I have a couple people to thank before we get to our vision for the volleyball program's future. First being Coach Tanner, Judy Van Horn, Chris Rogers, and the entire search committee for making myself and Megan feel so welcome and for this opportunity. Maybe most importantly, thank Megan for her work in making this transition happen. It's been a hectic few weeks, but we are here in South Carolina, in Columbia, and we are very excited to get going and now get all that tedious stuff out of the way and get to work in making our program what we want it to be. We're also thrilled to announce that Gamecock great Shonda Cole is going to stay on staff. Getting to know her over the last few weeks, it's easy to see why so many people speak so highly of her. I think she's a great mentor and role model, not just for what can be achieved in a South Carolina uniform, but what our student athletes can go on to do and how they can positively impact lives after graduation. So I'm excited to continue to get to know her and to get to work with her on a daily basis as we build the future of our program. Thank Coach Tanner for that intro and some of my background, but for those of you in the room that are less familiar with me, I believe this is somewhere around my 11th year in Division I volleyball coaching. I did not plan on getting into a coaching career. I studied management information systems. I thought I was going to be a computer programmer or designer, and I got after college. I began coaching just as a way to give back and pay it forward for the great experience that I was able to have as a student athlete. Especially in college, I had a great coach who's now at Lewis University, Dan Friend, and the experience and the growth that I was able to have and that experience with my teammates was something that I valued in both shaping me and being some of the best times as a student athlete. And I wanted to give that opportunity to future young players going through that process. So I got into coaching. I got hooked. I was able to, I was very fortunate that I was able to be part of some special groups along the way, and that have ultimately led me here to this opportunity at South Carolina.